Welcome to another video. Walk on the wild side, and I'm here in Blackpool. Welcome to Blackpool. Say it's a sign. If you like videos of Blackpool and you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I do all sorts of videos of Blackpool and sometimes beyond. But anyway, I'm on the border of Blackpool at the moment. That's Squires Gate Lane over there, the border between Blackpool and St Anne's, and we're near the airport, and we're actually expecting the Red Arrows to come in today on the Friday for tomorrow's big air show. Yeah, the air show over the weekend actually. The Red Arrows are coming into town and I'm hoping to catch them. So this is the beginning of Blackpool Promenade at the south end, and you'll also see we've got a tram there, and we've got the Welcome to Blackpool arch lit up during the illuminations. And I'm going to make my way over to the Sandhills, which is just up here. In fact, we have to cross over into St Anne's to get there. So I'm going to cross over here and I'm going to head up onto the Sandhills, and hopefully the Red Arrows, when they come in, they will do a flyover. So the airport's just over there, it's just behind there. We'll get to see the airport in a minute. Oh, I'm getting so excited. There's a few people up there already, so let's get onto the Sandhills, shall we? And see if we can get the Red Arrows coming in. Yeah, so we might even have something else as well, folks. The Red Arrows are due in at about 4 o'clock for the air show this weekend, and they're doing other stuff as well. This is a cracking place to see them up here on the Sandhills, because you get a view of the runway, and if you take off to the west, you get to see them fly overhead. Now they are coming in, they're going to land from the east, but I'm hoping that they do a flyby of the runway and then do a split. That's what they normally do when they come in. I can't promise it, but we'll definitely see the Red Arrows. So I just want to give you a little bit of a heads up as to where you can see some of the action. If you're not on the promenade of Blackpool, you can see them from here, from the Sandhills. There's lots of places where you can see the action. You can see the Red Arrows on landing and parking up as well if you go to the Morrison store. But this is an amazing place to see them. We've already got a lot of people up there already, and like I said, we might even have something else as well apart from the Red Arrows. So I don't want to mention it at the moment just in case it doesn't happen, but we'll wait and see, shall we? You see all these houses over the road here? Well, this is where the Pontins used to be. Yeah, Pontins used to take up all this here. Anyone remember Pontins? Yeah, Heidi High and all that, yeah. It closed about, how long ago did it close? I can't remember, but that was Pontins. It was a massive space, an absolutely huge area. Yeah, so all this here was Pontins, and now look at it. It's a new housing estate, and we've got a cycle path here. This is new as well, the cycle path. This was only built in the last few years. And you can't park along this road as well, by the way. If you want to stop and see the action from here, you can't park anywhere along here, and I wouldn't advise you park in this estate either. I don't want to be giving anyone any bad ideas. I'll tell you where I parked down there near Squires Gate Lane, well out of the way, and now I'm walking up, and we'll see if we can join these people up here. What do you reckon? So we've got this clear section here where you can see the runway at the back, and this is where the entrance to Pontins used to be. This section right here was where the entrance to Pontins was, and now it's just one big it's a very busy road, this. And like I say, you used to be able to park along here, but you can't now. As you can see, we've got double yellows all the way along, so you cannot park along here. Can you see Blackpool Tower? Oh, what a view from up here. I've made it to the top, and just look at this now. Look at that view of the runway there. Now I'm hoping that the Red Arrows come in, fly over the runway, come over the runway, and then do a split. That's what we're hoping for. There's quite a few people up here. Look at this. We've even got TikTok royalty up here, Tony and Craig. behind us, get them followed on TikTok. So yeah, I've just been speaking to someone and he says, yeah, confirms that we've got aircraft going out at 3:30, which in about 15 minutes from now, and it's going to be Typhoon before the red arrows come in. So we're going to be getting to see quite a bit of action, folks. It's not just the red arrows, we're going to be getting to see the Typhoons. Can you imagine that? The Typhoon's taking off over there. Oh my god, that would be absolutely epic. It'd be going right overhead. Oh, that is absolutely awesome. I can't wait, I'm getting so excited. So I'm now in a pretty good position, and as you can see, we're looking straight down the runway there. Look at that, we've got a plane taking off, a light plane. This is a test shot, this, by the way. There you go. There's a lot of action at Blackpool Airport, you know, on the quiet. There's quite a lot of movement. That's a bit of a practice run. Yeah, we've got people all over. There's plenty of room up here, you know, as well. It doesn't get too crowded. There's always people that come up here when we have a aircraft coming in or an air show or something like that. So yeah, we anticipate. Now, before you laugh at me for turning my cap around the wrong way, I just want to show you the setup I've got. So I've got my new lens. This is a Nikon 200 to 500mm. It's a beast of a lens, f5.6, and I've got my mobile phone, or a spare mobile phone, strapped to the flash socket so I can film as well as take pictures. And I've had to turn my hat around because it catches on the, can you see it catch? So don't laugh at me, I've got to do it. Well, check it out, we've got some aerial action a bit higher up, probably about 35,000 feet. That's an A380 up there, an Airbus A380. There you go, that's a bit of a beast. Imagine one of them taking off at Blackpool. I don't think our runway would be quite long enough, would it? Now, we do get some amazing views from up here as we look across the airport. We get to see the Bowland Fells over there as we look over the housing estate, which is where Pontins used to be. We can also see the Morrison Superstore just over there, which is where you can see a close-up of the red arrows when they come in. And as we look this way, we can see a bit more of the airport. Obviously, we can see straight down the runway this way. And as we look over this way, you can get to see Winter Hill. That's Winter Hill over there, and that's where they have the big television mast on the top of Winter Hill, right over there. I've just taken a look over to the Morrison store, and there's a big crowd out at the Morrison store, all waiting for the red arrows to come in. But we've got movement, folks. The Typhoon is making its way out. Let's go and take a closer look at the Typhoon, shall we? It's going to be taking off pretty soon. There it is. Oh, are you getting excited? You see the I'm not sure if you can see, but there's a bit of a mirage going on. I think it's on the way, folks. It's right on the middle of the runway there. Oh, it's taken off already. Wow, look how quick that took off. Wow. The Typhoon! Listen to the sound. Listen to that noise. Wow. There you go. Oh my goodness, that took off. It almost took off vertically. Wow. So there you go, that was pretty good, wasn't it? I was hoping it would be a little bit lower, but it was still a good sight, wasn't it, to see the Typhoon taking off. It looked like it took off vertically. Anyway, that's the warm-up, that, I think. I'm not sure if there's another one. But anyway, we're waiting for the main event, the red arrows. We just had another load of planes taking off there, and they were doing like an aerobatic. They must be aerobatic display team. They just went over the runway, and they're coming into land now. They must be taking part in the air show. So we've had the Typhoon, we've had these aerobatic planes there, and now we await the reds. There, it's all going on here at Blackpool Airport. But other aircraft, regular aircraft, have to use the airport as well as the air show, the performing aircraft. So they all have to work around. Now this is a regular. that's heading out to the rigs. Someone's just checked on flight radar and the Reds are on the way, and they're coming from Anglesey, which is right over there. Anglesey, right out there. The Reds are on the way. Well, that's the Catalina coming in. Can you see that? There, the Catalina, that's that big seaplane. So that one's coming in now. So the Catalina has just landed, and the Red Arrows, they're coming now. Oh, here they come. Wow. Oh, look at this. Formation over the runway. They're putting the stripes on. It's the Red Arrows. There they go. Look at that. They're here for the Blackpool Airshow 2025. Wow. Yeah, they're here. Well, they've all landed now. Can you see them there on the runway? And they're all going to taxi now to the parking spot. And those people over at Morrison's, there's loads of them over there. There's a big crowd at Morrison's. They'll get a great view of them coming in to park up. But yeah, the Red Arrows are here in Blackpool for the Airshow 2025. It's looking pretty good. The weather's good. If you're coming, make sure you come early. Just park your car all day. There's plenty of parking. I'm going to leave it there now. I hope you like the video. If you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.